What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, coming at you live from the 702, my home away from home. Fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. That is Nevada, not Nevada. Everybody else call it Nevada. We are live in this motherfucker. I think that's Myron. Myron. Oh, shit, there's Myron right there. Look at that.
Hey, what's up,
Myron
guys?
Myron Gaines checking in from the Miami airport. This dude just landed from Las Vegas. Coach Greg Adams pulled in about 10 minutes ago. Hotep Jesus, you landed, about 12 hours ago? So all of us were in Las Vegas. My ass is still stuck here. I'm flying down to Phoenix for the spring. Deb is going to meet me out there. She had to go back to Philly to pick up some stuff, pack up some stuff. We're going to go down for the spring. We're going to lift weights. We're going to create content. So, look, it's good to have everybody in. Let's go ahead and get our introductions in. First up, of course, is the man, like I said, who just pulled in about 10 minutes ago. It is Coach Greg Adams. What's going on, Coach?
What's up, brothers? Glad you send reminder texts, all right? Because I was just pulling on off the freeway, unpacking my truck. Look, I said, I guess it's showtime. Let's get it on, man. Let's get it on.
Sir, man, that's dedication. Next, of course, is the ordained minister of the streets, Minister Jap. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Donovan, man? Let's cook.
Let's do it. Hey, we've been to cook tonight. Next up, a man who was actually right here about 12 hours ago, joining us here in Las Vegas. Hotep Jesus, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man? I'm here. I'm live. Let's get it started.
How much sleep did you get last night?
Sleep.
0.
What?
So Hotep, look, check this out. Hotep had to catch a red eye back to the crib because of your kid's soccer game.
Yeah.
That's dedication, man. This dude landed, got 2 hours of sleep. We did a whole day of shooting, flew out that night, smoked cigars, flew out that night, coached his kid's soccer game, and he looks like you don't even look like you're tired, man. You're a gangster for real.
I'm destroyed right now. I don't look it, but I'm destroyed right now.
You got that good skin. You got that good skin. Good stuff. Next up is Mr. Lucario. Dude, that studio is starting to look
good. I'm trying to be like y'all when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody watching. You know, I'm excited for the show. Let's get it. Let's go.
Lucario, where you from? Brooklyn?
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
I could just pick up on them Brooklyn vibes. What island you from?
Nah, I'm just from here, bro. Just from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I like how they put that on the Nets jerseys. That's that's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Last and certainly not least, the guy walking through the Miami airport right now is Myron Gaines. Myron, you landed about 10, 15 minutes ago?
Like 5 minutes ago, and I had to take my mask off like Future. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine, man.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, no, what I'm saying was I'm in the Miami airport. I had to take my mask off, just like Derrick Jaxn reveal I'm really Future. You know what I'm saying?
My man. Okay, guys, listen, let's get into it, man. So Derrick Jaxn, the nigga got caught cheating. Now, my opening salvo is this. When I found out Derrick Jaxn cheated, I wasn't surprised, right? Matter of fact, real talk, I was on the toilet handling my business. I'm like, oh shit, Derrick Jaxn got caught cheating. All right, cool. And that was that. I mean, I was not surprised at all. I've been saying for years, man, black men hate Derrick Jaxn because Derrick Jaxn fills black women's heads full of nonsense. But I've never hated Derrick Jaxn because Derrick Jaxn, listen, what he does is a hustle. He makes money. He has become a multimillionaire many, many times over, telling a vulnerable group of people what they want to hear. And here's the difference between guys like me and guys like Derrick Jaxn. The men that I help, I actually help. Men shoot me emails, comments, DMs all the time. Donovan, you changed my life. Keep doing what you're doing, et cetera, et cetera. I can't say the same for Derrick Jaxn. And even if a woman said, hey, Derrick Jaxn, because of what you've taught me, I have found the man of my dreams, they are lying through their teeth. So it should come as no surprise that Derrick Jaxn, with his high value, married basically what Greg Adams says, a busted Pillsbury biscuit can. Nobody was surprised. So I'm going to go around the room. Maybe I'm the one in the minority, but let's just go around the panel and ask, were you surprised to find out that Derrick Jaxn was cheating on his woman? I'm going to start with CGA. CGA, were you surprised Derrick Jaxn was caught cheating?
Absolutely not. I mean, he selected a busted Pillsbury biscuit can. He's surrounded by nothing but busted Pillsbury biscuit cans. I mean, they're going to offer themselves to to him, and he loves low hanging fruit. He loves to pick low status women and take advantage of them. So it's not a surprise, not to me. I just think the women that supported him, I talked about it on my show, they're bad at mate selection. They're bad at mate selection, and they overwhelmingly chose him to ride with against our outward expressions of how terrible he was at giving advice, and they rode with him. Now they have to look at it and say, well, if they're disappointed in him, they have no other choice, nobody else to go to, because they actually shit on black men for the 80% of black men that told them, not to listen to him. So I don't know where they go. And that's just the Martin Luther King section. Good luck, ladies. I mean, listen, I don't date you at all, so I don't worry about it. All right, but
Real tough. Good luck. Let me ask you this before I move on to Jab here. Do you have anything against Derrick Jaxn? Do you think he is? What are your thoughts on him? Just his hustle. I mean, are you a black man who says, man, like Obsidian is he hates Derrick Jaxn? As far as I know, he doesn't like the guy who's always talking shit about him. What is your stance on Derrick Jaxn?
Well, as a content creator, I understand what he was doing. After making content, he kind of got stuck and pigeonholed into it, and there was nothing more that he could do. Now, the only thing that I was surprised at in the entire time was it was revealed that who he was talking about was himself the entire time. Now, that was a revelation, because when he did the reaction video of himself, it was like, oh, I get it. You were downing yourself the entire time, and you were just using black men. But other than that, I really don't care about what he did, nor the women that he talked about. Again, those are women I didn't select anyway. Anybody that would listen to a Steve Harvey or Derrick Jaxn wasn't even in the field of play. So I understand what he was doing. I understand his hustle. I don't knock his hustle. And now his hustle got exposed for what it was, and it's a fraud. Where does he go from here?
No, listen, I'm with you 100%. And this is the thing. I guess I was going to go to Myron next, but he seems to. Oh, there he is. I'm going to go to you here in just a second, Myron, because I want to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone who has a problem with what Derrick Jaxn is selling to black women knows in their minds they don't think they can date outside their race. They think that these low quality women are the best they can do. That's the only reason why they have a problem with it. It's the same reason why the black women who have a problem with guys like us dating outside their race, it's because they know that they can't date outside their race, right? I know I can date outside my race. That's why when Derrick Jaxn tells these women, hey, you're strong, you're beautiful, you're this and that and the other, I don't trip because I can go outside my race. I ain't mad at him. So, Myron, let me get your thoughts here, man. And of course, we talked about this just recently with there's no such thing as male cheating, quote unquote. What are your thoughts on Derrick Jaxn? Are you surprised as your wife? Obviously, you've gone from a dry climate in Vegas to a very humid climate there in Miami. Are you surprised that Derrick Jaxn was cheating? Or are you surprised he got caught?
I'm not surprised he was cheating at all, honestly. Like a guy like that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be driving around Lamborghini Aventador. He bought a Lamborghini Aventador from one of Fresh's friends.
Aventador, yeah.
So, like, you don't buy cars like that unless you're trying to ski. You know what I'm saying? So he's running around here smashing chicks. He's in Miami all the time. I knew he was already going to be doing this stuff. It's just that Derrick Jaxn is a master marketer. And what I mean by that is that he knows that, let's keep it a stack, African-American women have the toughest time dating. 1 in 4 black women gets married. Only 1 in 4 black women gets married, right? We talk about this stat all the time. A lot of them are struggling. A lot of them are high earning, but unfortunately, they outprice themselves in the sexual marketplace, right? So what Derrick Jaxn did was he kind of filled the void in the marketplace. Hey, ladies, don't worry. It's not your fault. It's their fault, blah, blah, blah. These women have expendable income to pay him for advice. They go to him. He's an attractive black guy, pause. And he's the avatar to be able to sell the BS because they like the way he looks. They like his message. And we all know women prefer to buy comforting lies over painful truths. So it's a marketing strategy that literally made him a multimillionaire. If you tell information like this, you're going to get suppressed in YouTube algorithm, you're going to lose money, whatever. But when you lie to an impressionable and vulnerable demographic of women, let's keep it real, African-American women, and the studies show it that they're the least desired race on all the dating apps, because we know dating apps are very accurate, then it's literally he's a genius. Just like Matthew Hussey caters to older women that are professional, that can no longer land those high-value guys, Derrick Jaxn did it and took it a step further with African-American women. So, and
he has made a mint off of these lies. Let me go back to let me go to Minister Jap on this, because Jap, you deal with these bitches all the time. You deal with these who? What you deal with?
Man, listen, bro. I don't know if you remember when we had this show, when I told you guys that when we brought up Derrick Jaxn, and I told y'all I predicted this. I'm telling you, he's a goon. He's a real nigga behind the scenes. You know, I told that. And truth be told, it happened. Now, I'm gonna sum Derrick Jaxn up. Derrick Jaxn is the LL Cool J of the internet. I'm gonna tell you why. If you do your research on LL Cool J, first of all, a lot of rappers didn't like LL Cool J. Why didn't they like LL Cool J? Because all he made was girl songs. I want to love you, eat your pussy, all that shit, kissing bitches and shit like that. But
right.
But
Doing it well.
But he was swole, so niggas didn't try it. You know what I'm saying? And then in his real life, he was still a raggedy motherfucker fucking with chicks. Almost lost his wife a few times. Then ran to the Lord. You got to really watch the LL Cool. This whole thing is the same. It's the same blueprint as LL Cool J. And I'm going to say this last point before we go to the next person. Derrick Jaxn was selling the treatment to black women. He didn't sell the cure.
Yes, sir.
And if you sell the treatment, they're going to keep coming back for more and more treatment because they need it. And he was giving them just enough to make them feel good, to go fail and think that they're going to actually succeed. It was genius. And I really like how he did that shit. I wish I'd have thought of that shit. But
real talk. Hey, listen, I said this before. Before I go to Hotep, man, I said this before. If I was a swole ass nigga like him, if I actually had, I'm an average to a below average looking guy in the face. But real talk, if I look like him, you think I'd be on the red pill? Hell no. I'd have been Derrick Jaxn myself, man. Real talk. Hotep, are you surprised that Derrick Jaxn cheated? And do you have a problem with Derrick Jaxn?
No, I'm not surprised he cheated. When I saw the video, you know, it was a Pillsbury busted biscuit can. You know, I love CGA's terms.
Right.
So, you know, and then that was the thing. I think Myron said it, you know, or CGA said it. He likes to go for like the low hanging fruit. So when I saw his wife, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he going for somebody that's gonna like tolerate, you know, whenever he gets out of line because she's not gonna do better than him. You know, where is she gonna do better? It's the best she's ever gonna do. Yep. So it puts him in a position of power. So I'm not surprised he cheated at all, and I don't got a problem with. He ain't never did nothing to me. He out here getting his money, and anytime somebody getting money off him,
he is polluting the minds of black women the world over.
I don't believe he's polluting minds. What I believe he's doing is he's putting trash in the trash can.
Oh god damn.
That's what it is. You know, you can't pollute something that's already polluted. They're not going to him because they want to be fixed. Let's be honest. Black women know why they're undesirable. They understand. They know what they're supposed to be doing to be desirable out here. Right. But he's making them feel okay with being below average.
Damn.
And that's the problem. But these women they are broken and they will forever be broken. And it's a really large demographic, and he's just cashing in on it.
Listen, off the topic before I go to Lucario here. What's up with them kicks, Hotep? What's up with them kicks I saw last night?
Oh, I bought those like 2 years ago and never took them out the box. I never took them out the box.
Yo,
you know, I don't wear Nike.
Last night Hotep had the flyest kicks I've ever seen, and I'm trying to get a pair. He won't tell me what they are.
I'm a DM you offline and tell you where I got those.
Hook me up, man. Hook your boy up, man. Lucario, Derrick Jaxn.
Yeah.
Go.
Listen, I mean, of course, I wasn't surprised, but as far as having a problem with him, I say yes and no. So I say yes because I don't respect people who are frauds. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Because Derrick Jaxn came out like he was Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, I don't do this. I'm not that type of guy. All these other guys are like that. And there's other guys like me who are going to treat you right, yada, yada, yada. You understand what I'm saying? So because he was being a fraud, that's the part that I don't like about him. Now, if he was saying all that stuff and he's telling these women what they want to hear and all that, that's you know, his business. You understand what I'm saying? If that's the case and he's trying to make money off that, that's his hustle. I get it. But I just don't like the whole thing of people portraying something that they're not. You understand? And then also at the same time, even though I think that it's his prerogative to say what he wants to say, I still think it's kind of whack to lie to people about certain things that, you know, that's supposed to be helping them. Because even like, you know, and the thing is, I agree with what Hotep said was that, you know, hey, these women ain't really trying to get help. They just there to hear a certain word. Even then, even though they're there to do that, I still think it's whack. It's like, you know, a drug dealer giving somebody crack. It's like, yeah, they gonna try to get the crack anyway, but you're participating in giving them the crack. So I just don't really, I'm not really down with all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of male versions of Derrick Jaxn on YouTube telling dudes what they want to hear, and I don't like that either. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just me.
He's grifting.
Right,
so you're saying that Derrick Jaxn is grifting.
Right. He's on some other BS.
I got a quick point if I can.
Yeah, go ahead, Myron. Go ahead, because I'm gonna ask another question.
Yeah, sure. The one thing I wanted to say is, and I got my little puncher shirt on because I'm about to
Yes,
cook
sir.
this dude
Frank
right now.
Castle.
Yo, the reason why everybody hates him so much is because this is the importance of being honest and congruent with your brand. And what I mean by that is every man on this panel is honest about their views on how they view the sexual marketplace, to how they deal with women, everything like that, despite the fact that it's not politically correct, right? Let's keep it real.
Right.
Everyone on this panel has been suppressed by the YouTube algo to some degree and or have been, you know, ostracized, whatever it is. But our message doesn't change. It's been the same. We don't lie. It is what it is, right? Now, the negative to that is you're not going to grow as fast. People are going to criticize you. You get on these, these left-wing platforms. They're going to suppress you, right? But the one thing we have is integrity. People aren't going to come and eat us, right? The problem with Derrick Jaxn was, just like Jap was saying, because Jap did call it months ago that Jaxn is just a regular dude, just like the rest of us. The problem with Jaxn is he tried to take that virtue signaling high ground. Oh, I'll never cheat on a girl, or if you cheat on a girl, you're a terrible guy, blah, blah, blah. He shamed dudes for exactly what's going down right now. Now, since he obviously had that fake persona, the left that accepted him before is now eating him, just like the left always does to itself. So that's the problem when you're not congruent with your message, because especially when you lie to the people on the left, these politically correct people, they will come and attack you. So you're better off just being honest from the get and getting hated by them, so that your people that really support you truly support you regardless. Because this message isn't popular, so if anyone does support you, it's going to be honest anyway.
Let me ask you this, because Lucario, and this is an interesting paradox here, right? And I'm going to come to Hotep with this first. So he sells this message, and guys like us already knew what it was. We know Derrick Jaxn is out here. We know he's out here plowing these 304s. We know he's out here perpetrating. We don't have a problem with it because we don't knock the hustle. So let me ask you, Hotep, and then I'm gonna come to Lucario because he's the one that really set this off. Do you believe that women really believed that Derrick Jaxn was ever faithful to his woman? Or are they just swallowing the pretty lies instead of accepting the hard truth, which is guys like Derrick Jaxn have options. And when men have options, we partake.
Two things. The first one is all of them wanted to be the one that he cheated with. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, they're not mad he cheated. They're mad he got caught cheating.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it became public. Whenever you get like around, especially some of these younger, older black women, they always talk about like when you messy, right?
Right.
And messy means to do your dirt in the public. It's embarrassing to your family or whatever when it's all on the internet or the neighborhood or whatever it may be. That's the problem. It went public. He wasn't smooth enough to do his shit in the dark where nobody would find out about it except
like
him
Tiger Woods. Like Tiger Woods, man. If Tiger Woods wasn't messy, he wouldn't have got caught.
Right. Yeah, you're just being messy, and that's kind of like irresponsible, especially to be somebody of his nature, which had me thinking like maybe this was part of the plan.
Right. I was about to say that. Go
ahead. That's what I was thinking in the beginning, because I'm like, because why sit on the couch with your wife? Because I get caught cheating my wife. I'm not explaining shit to nobody, right?
No,
like,
sir.
This ain't none of your business.
Right.
Now I get it for his brand. Like it might make sense to him to apologize to the public because, he was frauding and shit.
Yeah.
But still, I'm like, what if this is part of the grift to get caught cheating so you can redeem yourself? Like even in the 48 Laws of Power, it's talk about never appear too perfect, right? And you get to make these flaws in your life, and it gives you a down so you can have a new high. It gives you a new low so you can have a new high. Mm-hmm. And like, look, now everybody's talking about it. Right?
Listen, wait, go ahead, Lucario. I'm gonna go Lucario, then Jack.
Okay. No,
what do you think of that?
Yeah, I was gonna point to that too. Is that it could be a thing where it's a rebranding thing. But this is what I think. I think that he didn't plan on getting caught, but now that he got caught, they could do a rebranding thing.
It's a new opportunity, right? Like
yes.
They got to go a different direction, right? They got to go a different direction. But what I think what Derrick Jaxn could have done from the beginning and what would have also worked, he could have just been the fuck boy telling all of the women, hey, look, watch out for guys like me because I cheat on my wife and I do this and I do that. You know what I'm saying? He did what he'd been doing. So that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, listen, real talk, Jap, what do you think? Because I'm going to tell you this, Jap. What Hotep just said makes all the sense in the world. Everybody likes a redemption story. Now, I agree with Lucario. I don't think that this was planned from the start, but here's what I think happened. I think he got caught. He calls up his publicist, yo, I got caught cheating. I knocked up one of the surgeons, that I used to fuck with from back in the day. And his publicist said, hey, Derrick, I know things are hard right now, but this is an opportunity. Dude, this could shoot you into the stratosphere. What are your thoughts, Jeff?
Okay, first thing that you said was that do you think that these women really believed it? I say yes. I would think that they believed it wholeheartedly because they have a Jesus complex, especially Black women. They're hopeless romantic. You know what I'm saying? And it's hopeless. The first word is hopeless. Now here's the thing, and I want to warn all you guys out here because I tell y'all guys all the time, don't admit anything yet. Don't watch and see how much evidence these women actually have on you and see how you could have spent it and got out of this, because I don't know if you guys actually seen what he's really up against. He prematurely just admitted this shit. He really could have sat back and not said anything, because all you have, this is like you got circumstantial evidence. You don't go making a confession with circumstantial evidence. Right. All you have is a phone call from a chick. We don't know who the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? You've got so-called receipts, text messages. You don't know who the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? So he panicked. Like you guys got to be calm. He panicked because Tasha K had that shit. She had the information, and he panicked, and he just started telling. And all Tasha K, she has no pictures of these girls like that. She has none of these girls, interviewing. All these girls did was call in the show. That could have been anybody. And he panicked. If he would have been calm about this, he could have just sat back and just let it all right back to he made a premature confession.
Hey, real talk. Tasha K wants to smash Derrick Jaxn. I mean, am I wrong? Like, come on, man.
I don't know what it is. She hates that man.
Man, listen,
she love him. She love him.
That's exactly why she wants to smash him, man.
I think it's like a.
Listen, if she hates him, she wants to smash him. CGA, what are your thoughts? Let me ask you this, right? Because I think that there could be some truth to, because Hotep called it first, but then Lucario, I think, had the right correction. I don't think this was planned, but I think when he got caught, his handler said, hey, this is bad, but this could be an opportunity, a redemption story. Listen, I have sinned like Jimmy Swaggart back in the day. Like 95% of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. I have sinned, and I'm gonna make amends. It's almost like the Roosh situation. Roosh was Captain Red Pill, bang Ukraine, bang Colombia, blah, 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 blah. Then, of course, listen, man, he made a change in his life. And what people on the outside are doing is say, we were right all along, and he's just now realized it. Do you think it could be the same thing?
Lucario was 100% right. I think he got caught up sloppy. Hotep was saying he was sloppy. He ended up, according to one of the Tasha K videos that I saw, I guess the physician, the surgeon, he ended up rushing a NDA to her after the fact, after all of the other allegations came out. And Jap is 100% right. I think he was prematurely in speaking. If you unravel a lot of allegations, most of the time they don't have receipts. And I think he jumped the gun to try to prove to his fan base, to try to get it out there, and then ended up halfway confessing and then full confessing the next day. I think he's making a whole bunch of mistakes. He should have just stepped back and waited to see how much he had out there. But I think one of the reasons he didn't wait is because the physician knocked up story wasn't even out there. So again, that forced him to go out there and say, yeah, I've had some sex. Right. So yeah, I think ultimately It is a redemption story. He already allegedly had a book deal with TD Jakes or something along the line where they were going to do something. And these are all rumors. These are all things that I can't prove myself, but these are all things that I'm hearing where this is an opportunity to rebrand. This is Jessica Hahn and Jimmy Swagger. All right. And all of these guys messing. Remember, if y'all don't know about Jimmy Swagger messing with Jessica Hahn, that was the funniest story. If you hear what him and his assistant was doing with Jessica Hahn, who was the secretary, bro. The funny is these are supposed to be preachers, and they out there fondling this girl in the hotel. It's the funniest stuff. And then they were on air talking about how good of the time they were having in the hotel room. But this is Christian talk. Oh, the Lord was just having a good time in the hotel room. We don't know what Jessica Hahn they're talking about. It's comical when you go back and look at it. But other than that, Derrick Jaxn, I think he stepped in some dog crap. He prematurely ejaculated, and now his redemption story is going to be better than ever. He's going to have, Jap said it, the black woman is addicted to the Lord, to the law, not even the Lord, to the Lord, addicted. And it's going to be another selling point for him, and they'll forgive him.
Okay, very good. I think you're absolutely right. I think his redemption story is going to shoot him into the stratosphere. But I will say this before I go to Myron. Derrick Jaxn is not going to stop cheating. He's not. I think what he's going to start doing is before he smashes these chicks, he's going to have him sign the NDA prematurely. Because Derrick Jackson's wife is not the last woman he is ever going to smash. I don't think anybody believes that. So, Myron, do you think that this is possibly sorry about that. Do you think that this represents an opportunity for Derrick Jaxn, or do you think that he just kind of lucked out into the situation? And don't forget to unmute yourself before you talk.
Yeah, man, I mean, me and Fresh are talking about it right now. He just picked me up from the airport.
There's Fresh Prince CEO. What's going on?
Yeah, we're stuck in this fucking Miami traffic. But I'll say this, man. Honestly, man, I love the panel, but I think he's done, dude. Honestly, I think done? I personally think he's done, and I'll say why. I'll outline why I think so in the thing. So what Derrick Jaxn has done is that he's ostracized himself so strongly from the male audience that no one in the male audience that has any type of like common sense is going to deal with him with relationship advice. Because we all know that he was capping, that he was smashing these chicks, whatever. Like I told you, he bought a Lamborghini Aventador from a dude, one of Fresh's friends out here. Like we knew he was scheming. You know what I'm saying? So I think his male client base is already done because he's ostracized them already. Now on the female side, they can't trust him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because he's over here about, oh yeah, I'm a good guy, all this other stuff. A man shouldn't cheat on you. You love you who you are, blah blah blah. And he might be able to come back out of this, but I think he's going to take a pay cut for at least the next 1 to 2 years. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to hire an amazing publicist and get his image back up. But he's definitely going to eat it for at least 2 years, I think, financially, because his clientele base is an audience that he basically insulted by cheating, and he lied to them overtly by saying, oh, no guy should ever cheat on you. And then him being the poster boy for the good man, I'm a good boyfriend avatar, I'm good looking. Like, ladies, you can have a guy like me, high value, good looking, makes a lot of money, and I won't cheat on you.
The loyal alpha.
The loyal alpha, his dumbass sitting in the car just like this. Hey, a guy should cheat on you because blah, 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 blah. Right. Back and shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows, like, dudes already knew he was capping, but now the ladies are going to lose trust for him. And what's going to happen is, I think, real talk, this might be a crazy theory, but I think this was a huge W for our boy Kevin, because Jaxn lied ridiculously, and meanwhile Kevin has been telling the truth all this time about these women, what they need to do. And the thing is that people don't know, Jaxn was selling seminars where he was making $1 million a day off these seminars, right? So it's going to be very tough for him to fill in these seats now. In a year or two, maybe he could clean up his image and people will forget about it. Social media, people have short-term memories. But at least for the short term now, he's going to lose some money. And I think, if anything, this is going to give more credence to guys like Kevin Samuel, because we all know Derrick Jaxn, what he do. Oh, I don't know if he flows the other way. All this shaming language, because he's giving the uncomfortable truth to these African American women and women in general that are older. Like, listen, you got to get your stuff together, and you're not single because the men are bad. You're single because you're not marriage material, and it's hard for women to swallow that pill. So I think now, if anything, gives more credence to what he's saying. I think Derrick Jaxn is going to be pretty much a moot point for the next year or so, and that's my view.
Okay, good stuff. Let me get to the super chats. I'm going to go to you right after the super chat step, and then I got a really good question here. Unique 79 with the 10 British pound super chat says one of Derrick Jaxn's chicks was a surgeon whom he got pregnant. When he recorded one of his videos in his car, he recorded it on her road where you can see her house in the background. Oh, yep. Wow. Mm-hmm. Super messy. Unbelievable. But you got to be smarter than that.
He recording his dirt?
Unbelievable. Like the bitch's house isn't like he's got the side bitch's house in the background. Derrick, come on, man. Like for real, man. For real. Like, dude, if you're gonna have side bitches, you gotta be smarter than that, fam. Bubba, $2 says women like to hear lies than truth. Osuma Abdu, $2 says are Hotep and Lucario of Caribbean descent.
I try to tell you, Lucario from an island, yo.
My parents from Jamaica, but I was born here.
I knew it.
There we go.
My parents
he didn't know that before then. Good stuff.
My dad's from Jamaica.
Yeah. See, there you go. So the answer is yes and yes. Dude, Lucario has the best skin on the panel. Like I wish I had Lucario's skin. I got literally the
water. It's the water.
I'm hating. Chris Rice, $20 with the $20 super sticker. Appreciate that. C-Dub, $20 says Chris Rock said it 25 years ago. There's no money in the cure. The money is in the medicine. D-Jax is giving women steroid shots when they really need spinal surgery. If he ever truly helped them, his gravy train is over. I would hit the Don DeMarco button for that if I had it. TechnoMage by $20 says these broken women don't want to be fixed because they enjoy the attention they get from being broken way too much. Wow. Black Titan $20 says redeemed as Pastor Jaxn. Mark my words. Wow. Derrick Jaxn might become. I'm gonna tell you what. If Derrick Jaxn becomes a pastor, he's gonna be smashing more ass than he ever was. Because I'm gonna tell you what. The black men who get laid the most are pastors. Real talk. They get ass thrown at them all the time from bitches right there in the front pews. Praise God. Lord Sinister, 707, $5, says if you want, he had a death grip on his wife's hand. It looks like he was trying to make sure she didn't run away. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Marco Polo, $10, says Derrick Panda Bear Jaxn. Okay. Here's the question. This is funny. I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to come to Jap with this first, right? So, I'm sorry. Janet L'Italian, 25 Hong Kong dollars. There we go. Never let a good crisis go to waste. Rahm Emanuel, by the way, Rahm Emanuel, a part of Barack Obama's campaign team. If I'm not mistaken, Rahm Emanuel, he had a very high political post in Chicago. It probably still has it now. Very, very good. Yeah, I was going to say, you of course know that. So let me go back to a comment that was just said here. So he said that he had the death grip. It looks like he was trying to make sure she didn't run away. I vehemently disagree. And I'm going to tell it like this. And I'm going to come to Jap with this first. Derrick Jaxn's wife ain't going nowhere. Vanessa Bryant was never going anywhere. Derrick Jaxn, he could cheat on this woman until the day they die. She is going nowhere. So let me ask you, Jap, do you think Derrick Jaxn's wife is going to divorce Derrick Jaxn?
No, I mean, and if she did, it would be strategic down the line after he secures another bag. I disagree with what Myron was saying.
Okay.
Because I see Derrick Jaxn getting involved with the black church. I see him and his wife possibly getting a church. You know what I'm saying? Really getting into the whole new the forgiveness of your mate thing. And they're gonna deal with couples and they're gonna forgive each other and they're gonna teach forgiveness. And or Tyler Perry, because they're in motherfucking Atlanta. Tyler Perry might pick him up, put him in a movie where it's about cheating.
Wow.
Like it's so many ways to sell it.
I think you're right, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't unfamous him.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
Right. So where he can still sell something. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna find something to sell him with. And again, he's gonna have to hire a PR team. And it like I do agree with what Myron says about a year, maybe, or so that it'll take a little bit of time to build him up, get people to forget about it. Because, I mean, there's a lot of famous people who've cheated. Usher, it's famous pastors, you know what I'm saying? Jamal Bryant.
Dude, Eddie Long, Creflo Dollar, all of them.
If you look at, look like Jada Pinkett didn't get canceled for too long. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
You know, there's a lot of cheaters. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, Jap. They tried to make it look like Jada Pinkett was the one who got over on Will Smith. With Will Smith with all that fake crying. Yo, let's get one thing straight. Will Smith is smashing more niggas than I'm sorry. Will Smith is smashing more ass than Jada Pinkett is smashing niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, like real talk. He's up there, you know, got the halfway. Nah, Will, fam, like we know what you're doing. It's all good. All these, oh yeah, Jada Pinkett. No, Will Smith was smashing other broads. As a matter of fact, he's probably smashing a broad right now, man. I think I seen him downstairs. This is the way it goes. So let me go to Coach Greg Adams with this. Do you think that Miss Jaxn, I am for real, is going anywhere because Derrick Jaxn cheated on her?
No, I don't think she goes anywhere. She has been experiencing this cheating forever. I think she knew all of this. She's been experiencing this. I think people went back to her social media post from a year or two ago, and she was already posting about being a broken woman and finding him having an affair. She knew. So I think she likes her spot. She's a religious person, so getting Derrick to go into the religious aspect of it just plays right in to her hand. She's a sympathetic figure now. I think she doesn't get more attention than this. If she leaves, I think the attention gravy train stops. So I don't think she goes anywhere.
Nope.
Derrick Jaxn doesn't have to worry. He selected her specifically for this type of thing. He's a controlling person. He's a narcissist. But why would she go? Where would she go?
Right.
She doesn't need money. I don't think she looks at money that way.
Nope.
But one thing I want to say is, and you guys talked about it till the end, we forgive everybody. Kobe was forgiven. You know, for the accusations that he faced. We talked about the preachers that were forgiven. We talked about Bill Clinton. They forgave Bill Clinton for a lot of stuff. What?
They forgave R. Kelly, bro.
Yeah, right. That's right. Well, yeah, we forgave R. Kelly and looked the other way, and we had video evidence.
Right.
We don't forgive. We don't end anybody.
No, we don't. Well, we don't end anybody for cheating. I'll put it to you that way. Hotep, is Miss Jaxn, ooh, I am for real, going anywhere?
Only on one condition.
Okay.
If that nigga go broke. And the second condition is if he loses his body, like if he comes flat and sloppy, you know, then she's gonna be like, all right, there's no like benefit in staying here. I think what the potential here is to turn her into a star, and now they have dual incomes.
Right.
Ooh. So he might lose some dollars, but he her pimp. Now you just turned it from one platform into two platforms, and then you got the power of the dual platform because now I'm seeing videos of her float around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
So as a power team, he could be like, look, I didn't push this brand a long time. It's your turn. Push the church angle, push that. And now he could sell his shit. And if they don't buy his shit, they're going to buy her shit. It's a good move.
Are you saying that Derrick Jaxn and his wife could quite possibly be the new Bill and Hillary Clinton?
Yeah. Yo, I like the way you put that.
A whole reality show, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they can milk this.
Mario's right. Oh my god.
They could go so many different angles, man. I'm telling you.
Dude. They could go reality TV,
bro.
They could sell books. They could start a church. Dude, right. Honestly, this might be the best thing that ever happened to either one of them, man.
Right. I think
Lucario said that though. Lucario said that. He said this is a rebrand. I think Jeff said it. Yeah. This is a great opportunity to take that message because really Kevin Sam, I'm sorry, brother, for cutting you off, but the Kevin Samuel effect has changed everybody's playbook. Everybody had to go back to the drawing board and go, how do I become relevant with everybody else, this red pill allegedly rising and men like Kevin Samuel. So people have to go back to the drawing board, and this is an opportunity for him to do so. Sorry, I cut y'all off.
Okay, finish your thought.
No, I forget who said it, but I feel like the church angle is the first move, and then the second move is the Tyler Perry route, like Jap said, and then potential Netflix or who's the lady that does all the Love and Hip Hop shit down in Atlanta?
What's her name? I see her in my mind.
Is Mona Scott?
Mona Scott. Yep, Mona Scott.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So he could either end up with Tyler Perry or Mona Scott. Like those studios is right next to each other. So he could potentially end up in one of those two places. But I think the church first.
He could be on the next Love and Hip Hop.
Hey, listen. I think he's hitting them all. I think he's going Love and Hip Hop. He's going to church. He's going Tyler Perry. He's doing it all, man.
He's gonna do them all. I just feel like the church is the first move because you need to get baptized and cleansed by the blood of Jesus first.
Wow.
Hey, hold up. This is another thing. He can go full-fledged Stevie J. You could just say, I'm an asshole.
Right.
God.
I think you should do.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. The clubs will still book him. You know what I'm saying? Put him on flyers. He can still just do walkthroughs at clubs for $15,000. You know what I'm
talk. Oh my God.
And get bookings and just be like, yo, bring the bitches. We over here with bottles, fucking assholes. We're assholes.
Hey, real time. Hey, Derrick Jaxn.
That's what he should do. That's what he should do.
Hey, check this out. Listen, check this out. He can do that on Saturday. Look, check it out. He can do that on Saturday night and be up in church on Sunday morning. And dude, wouldn't skip a beat.
Right.
Hey, Derrick, look, check this out, man. Check this out. If you need an advisor or a publicist, man, get at your boy. I got you. Covered.
Can I say this real quick?
Go ahead, man.
What you gotta understand is that no matter what happens in a situation, like Jab just said, you can't unfamous him. So now, all the women who are angry at him, trust and believe, they still like him because remember, women are sexually duplicitous. So all the women that were sweating him about, getting a faithful guy and all that other stuff, they like that side of him. But also, all those women still wanted to have sex with him. So now, in their mind is, oh, he's a cheater. That means that I have a chance to have sex with Derrick Jaxn. Which is going to keep the interest in him, regardless. You see what I'm saying? So that's going to happen.
Listen, they might hate him now, but see, the way it's going with Derrick Jaxn and his audience is he was dating his audience, right? His audience kind of probably knew that he was cheating, but he never really got caught. But now that he's cheating, oh my God, you cheated on me! I'm going to unsubscribe from your channel. 71,000. Somebody said he lost 71,000 subscribers, right?
They'll be back.
He redeems himself. He comes back. He plays the Boys to Men. Nate talking about, baby, I'm so sorry, and they're going to be right back, dude. They're going to love him even more. Dude is just like the jilted lover. Myron, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you are up next. Oh, there he is. Okay. So Myron, let me ask you this, man. Do you think that I forgot what the original question was. Do you think that Derrick Jaxn, now you said you don't think Derrick Jaxn recovers from this, right?
I think if he does, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take at least a year or two.
Okay. Do you think Miss Jackson is going anywhere?
Hell no. Hell fucking no. She ain't going nowhere. The only way she's going to leave him is if he loses a ridiculous amount of money that he's no longer able to provide a certain lifestyle for her that she's accustomed to. But I don't see her leaving his side. And if he's smart, he took those millions and he invested it so that he can actually live off residual. But there's no way she's never gonna get anything better than him. Nope. I think he caught her on the come up. I don't think he met her when he was rich, guys. I think he actually caught her on the come up and she came up with him. And then he caught her in college. His girl.
He caught her in college.
College? Okay, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. She's terrible. There you go. There you go. She's like a 5 or 6 on her best day.
They were 19. They were 19. He was a college football player. They were 19.
Yeah. So that makes perfect sense. So, she ain't going nowhere, bro. Because even if he loses money from his business, if he's intelligent, which I hope he is, he doesn't straight. If he conned all those women, I think he's smart enough to know that he would invest some of those millions and make residual income off something off his investment. So I don't think she's going anywhere. She ain't gonna get somebody higher value than him ever.
No, no way. No, sir. All right, let me get to these super chats here. Theo Watt with the $100 super chat. Don DeMarco says black women love lies, and that's why so many of them will perish alone. Oh wow, that is damn. That is. He said perish. He didn't say die. He said perish. That was some biblical type shit. Blue Lion 7342 $2 says Derrick Jaxn's narcissism deserves its on Sync 101 paper. Okay,
I think he's trying to say psych.
Yeah. Psych 101. Okay, all right, very good. Yeah, I don't think that's maybe it is Psych 101. Who knows? Listen, anybody
he just spelled it wrong.
Yeah, right. But anybody who has that kind of following is at some point is going to become narcissistic, right? I've got a narcissistic idiot trying to come after me. It's the same damn thing. Jason Bravo, $100 says it's Sunday, so it's Red Capsule Church. Great insight from all of y'all. Tune in every week. Miss KS on the panel. Can't knock DJ's marketing and hustle, but lacks integrity overall. Would love to see Miss Jackson on Kevin Samuels' channel. Yo.
That would be hilarious.
Now that'll be a home run.
That would be fucking crazy.
That would be a home run.
How many live viewers would be Kevin Samuels interviews Derrick Jaxn's wife?
Yo, that would be fucking.
That would break the internet, wouldn't it?
That would be hilarious.
That would break the internet. Oh my God, ma'am, what's your dress size? Red Pill Mike with the $20 super chat says Derrick Jaxn and his wife are another example of a marriage of convenience that financially benefits both parties. She gave 0 Fs where he is sticking his D unless it affects his ability to pad his pockets and hers. She doesn't even look. You know what's funny? I remember the press conference with the late Kobe Bryant and Vanessa Bryant. And it's funny because even now, sports pundits will disingenuously say, Vanessa Bryant was mad. Did you see how she was glaring at Kobe? Even I, back then, blue-pilled Donovan Sharpe could see she doesn't really look upset with him. She looks like she's kind of forcing herself to be upset. She's not really upset that he cheated. She's upset that he got caught. And now she has to be in these press conferences too. I agree with that. Unique 79, 20 pounds, 20 British pounds, says Derrick Jaxn had around 800,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now he has 729,000, but gained a following on Instagram. So far, 2 women have come forward. All we need is 3 more, and we can call them the Jackson 5. Yo, that is the comment of the night. The Jackson 5. Oh, shit, that was good. That was real good. Ernest Kwame, $10, says selective outrage. Women pretending they don't like cheaters. We all know if you single, guys, they don't want you. Real talk. Women always pretend that women hate cheaters, but they stay fucking them. I know that. They stay fucking them and they stay with them. C-Dub, $10, says the opposite of love is not hate. It's apathy. His audience feels panty tingles for him, as Lucario said. That was actually CGA. All she has to do is mime a decent redemption script, and he could go for any or all the directions the panel said. Real talk. Just a couple more. AQ, $5. $5 says there's no such thing as bad publicity. He will lay low and reinvent himself, and black women will fall on their knees again. King Life, $5 says Daniel Radcliffe, the guy who played Harry Potter, and on the spectrum of chipmunk mad at Donovan Sharpe for being better than them. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to keep this one high and tight because we know that CGA is probably really tired. I know Hotep Jesus is probably about to fall asleep. I want everybody's final thoughts on what you think happens next. What is next for Derrick Jaxn? I'm going to go CGA, Jap, Lucario, and I'm going to have Hotep back cleanup. What is next for Derrick Jaxn?
You guys all gave some great answers. This is a tough one, but I'm going to go to the religious route first. I think that's his best bet. He goes to the church. He's peddles more books. He does the TD Jakes thing. He reels more black women in, and then potentially does the other entertainment sources. So I'm going to say the church first. Okay.
So you think he's going to the church first? Pardon me, Jap. What's next for Derrick Jaxn?
He's going to do a press run.
Okay.
Going to probably end up doing like the Breakfast Clubs, the big media. He's going, and then he's going to do
the
one.
The real. Then
he's going to do one real sit. But before he does all that, he's going to do one. He's going to pick one person of the urban media. I don't want to say necessarily urban, but kind of like the millennial media to do a heart-to-heart, a face-to-face, a one-to-one, you know what I'm saying, interview and it's going to be controlled so he can push whatever narrative he wants, and then he'll go out and do his press run. And then from there, because he'll probably get a big spike in numbers. After that, then it's sky's the limit. He's either going to do more books, he's either going to get into acting, movies, or and then bring his wife along. And his wife could do the whole Mary J. Blige thing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. You got it all planned out, man.
Dude, I swear to God, I just wish I could just be around that shit. I want his wife to cheat with me. So then I can fuck around and get some, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like I smashed his wife.
Oh my God. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Lucario, what's next for you know what? Make this a 2-part question. What's next for Derrick Jaxn, and what would you advise him to do?
Man, I mean, well, I can't exactly say what's next, but I know what's not next is that he's not gonna go back to exactly what he's been doing. Like that's you understand what I'm saying? So like a lot of what Jap was saying, I totally agree with. But what I would say that he should do is one of the things I think he needs to do is he needs to basically he needs to address everything that everybody's thinking. So he got to address all the women that he basically lied to and make that right. I think he also has to address brothers and men just in general and say, yo, I apologize for what I was saying because now I know how it is out here. And, like he got to make it right with everybody in that sense where everything is out on the table. Now, once everything is out on the table, then he can do the stuff like, okay, I'm going to rebrand to do this stuff right here. I'm going to, become like the redemption story or yes. he might go full fuckboy. Who knows? Whatever way he does, he needs to pick a lane and know how to stick with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because he could potentially do some. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't do this, but he could do this. He could be on some quote unquote red pill shit. He could be like, hey, listen, guys, I was just bullshitting these ladies. I got my
I would love to see that shit.
Look, how to sell women a dream. I'm the new improved Derrick Jaxn. I was just bullshitting all these ladies for the money, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to do the same shit. Whatever route he goes, he has to stick with that. So that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Let's say with Cario, you fucking right. Because he could be the dude that say, like, these females been always talking about how to secure the bag and how to get money out of men. Well, I'm the motherfucker that's gonna teach you how to get money out of women.
Exactly.
That's the whole what I talked about when he tried to take Kevin Samuels.
Gotta make him the king of the red pill, bro.
That's because he's looking at Kevin Samuels and going, I can say that too.
Yes,
exactly. There it is. That's what I said earlier. I said he's looking at KS's rise. If you look at it, his numbers, KS's numbers is going to be better than Derrick's in 3 months.
Yes. Yep.
After with only a year's worth of work, and Derrick's been doing, forever. So he could be. I don't know. He could steal that lane and then try to run us off the block. That's all I think.
That would be, that would be very interesting. I'll tell you what, though, I would love for Derrick Jaxn to try to come and knock us off the block because what he doesn't realize is all of us, we've been doing this for years, man. But listen, I welcome the competition.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen either. But listen,
that'll destroy everything he ever worked for.
Yeah, that's true. So what's next for Derrick Jaxn, and what would you advise him to do?
Well, first of all,
Derrick, here's what I'm gonna do.
I want to address something earlier when Lucario was talking about his grifting ways, and Lucario's not wrong. But there's one thing I got to say is we got to be thankful for niggas like Derrick Jaxn for taking the garbage out.
I love it.
Because we damn sure wasn't going to deal with that batch of women, right? So you need, if he lying to him, at least he's lying to a batch of women that never had hope anyway. All right. Yeah. Church, I do agree with Jack when he said, he's gonna do the whole urban media thing. I think he'll do a bunch of urban media things. It's that one show, the ones that came after Fresh and Fit. I forget the name of them ladies. That's probably more his speed.
The Real.
That's probably more his speed. Yeah, that's his speed. Maybe Wendy Williams. Definitely not Oprah. Definitely not Oprah.
You don't think Oprah? You don't.
He's
think
not.
Oprah?
No. He's not. Oprah's not. That's too beneath her. He ain't ready for Oprah. He not that important.
Yala Van Zant.
And Yala Van Zant's a possibility. Yeah, that's a possibility. That's more. That's more. Yep. Yeah, that's more his speed.
He might fix my life with his wife.
There you go. There
Jeff,
you go.
You need to call Derrick Jaxn, fam, because you're coming up with
Jeff
all
got it
ideas,
all,
dude.
Yeah, that's where it is. But I think he's got to, have his sins washed away in the blood of Jesus Christ, and then he can go do the media thing.
Okay, all right. Myron, back in the studio. What's next for Derrick Jaxn, and what would you advise him to do?
I mean, at this point, man, I would say lay low for a bit, and then I would personally he's gonna have to take on this Jesus thing to another level, because that's how you kind of get out of it. Is once you say, "Oh, I found God, I'm a changed man," whatever. A lot of people will give you a pass. So he'll have to do that. He'll kind of have to put his wife on a pedestal for a bit. Do the whole Kobe Bryant, buy her a ring and Lamborghini and everything like that. And basically, because the thing is that he's got to play the social justice warrior game now. Now he's got to play the game of the left, which is basically, pedestalize a woman, repent for your sins, come to God. Oh, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. I was a bad Derrick Jaxn, bad guy, bad boy. So
I made a mistake. I was weak.
Yeah, he's gonna exactly. Whereas if he was in the spear with us and we said and he got caught cheating, we would be like, hey, high fives, yeah, bro, you should be happy that she got a roof over her head. But since he wanted to play that narrative and go after the bag, right, which is the politically correct way to go. Now he's got to deal with the politically correct way to come back, which is going to be coming to Jesus, pedestalizing his girl, putting it on the media to see, and basically like he's going to have to take ownership and like kind of have to chill for a bit. But yeah, I agree with Hotep too. He's going to have to go on all these different outlets to kind of like, men can learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to keep digging his boots even deeper into the sand of, you know, basically like staying on the female side of things.
I will say this, and I'm going to read these super chats, and then we'll get the final word from everybody. I think the one thing that could either that would make Derrick Jaxn probably one of the most infamous figures in all of media, or completely think his brand, is if he gets caught cheating with a white girl. Oh, that's it. If he gets caught cheating with a white girl, it's a wrap. Either that, or he's gonna be the white girl chocolate for everybody. Single mom's gunt. $5 super chat says, excellent show, gentlemen. Keep up the drop in the knowledge. Cold Steel, $5 says, with his looks and muscles, women in the public will easily forgive 1,000 transgressions. The many ways he can spin it will help his cause. Mr. Pirate Brain says, MSNBC did a segment on him Saturday afternoon. Wow. He made the mainstream media. Okay, guys, we're going to go around the panel, tell the people where they can find you. CGA, you're up first.
Yes, sir. Find me here on YouTube, Coach Greg Adams, on my website. Get the free book, 52 Things That All Men, even Derrick Jaxn should have read before he got married. Get it, GregAdams1.com.
Good stuff, man. Jap.
Oh, man, Minister Jap, man. Follow me on YouTube. Also, hit me on Instagram, man. I'm talking a lot of shit, man. This is Jappa. Just hit me on Instagram. Mondays through Fridays, we're going to be live on my show at 10 a.m., so make sure y'all check us out.
Okay, good stuff. Hotep.
HotepJesus.com. Follow me on YouTube.
Okay, excellent. Lucario.
Yeah, badboymembership.com, at Real Mr. Lucario on Instagram, and follow me on YouTube every Friday, 4 o'clock. We got the live stream, all right? This is good.
Up? Badboymembership.com. That shit's real. Myron. Unmute yourself.
My bad. Catch the Fresh Fit podcast every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, guys, 6 p.m. on YouTube, Fresh and Fit, and patreon.com/FreshFit, guys. Thank you for having me on the panel.
Dude, Myron's got that real phone. His phone, the camera on his phone looks really good, man. It almost looks like the cameras that he paid all that money for, right? Guys, that is going to do it for this edition of The Six. And again, I will keep this up if YouTube gives the green dollar sign. But as always, you guys can always catch, and I give the guys permission to download it. I actually haven't done that lately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the episode. I'll upload it to Dropbox, and I'll send you guys the link. So if you guys want to put segments up on your channel, that's perfectly fine. I never just hoard it all to myself. Thank you very much for watching. Let us go to one last super chat. The Steel Curtain says, Reverend Derrick Jaxn will be preaching the word at the pulpit near you within a few years. Listen, man. Pastor Derrick Jaxn will be, dude, he's going to dwarf them all. He will be the most, I can't even imagine, man. Can't even imagine. Thank you guys for joining us from all over the country. We will see you guys next week with another exciting episode of The Six. Take care.